The coronavirus has made this whole thing of doing theater so much more difficult. First of all, the first thing is audiences. I mean, like, you do a show for an audience. You don't do it for yourself. So having to make accommodations to allow people the distance that they need between each other for shows, that's the very first challenge, or the biggest challenge that we have to deal with. When we rehearsed this show, we did several things in reaction to the virus. First of all, we double cast the show so that if anybody got the coronavirus outside of rehearsal, we knew that we had a backfill, we had understudies, we had an alternate cast. We could cover it so that if one cast somehow or another, somebody got the coronavirus and exposed the other cast members, we had another set of cast members that we could go to. The other thing is, when you're doing a show, your facial expressions are what are important. And we've been rehearsing the entire time with face masks so that you can't see facial expressions. You don't get the full effect of what's going on. And in the last couple of weeks, we've procured some clear plastic face masks that allow us to see each other's faces and the actresses' faces. But even just rehearsing with face masks has been a challenge. And with every production, you have production meetings. And so with the production meetings, everyone's wearing face masks. They are distributed, people are distributed throughout the entire building during the production meetings. This show requires a lot of changing of clothes, because every time the actresses leave, they come back on in a different outfit. So the costumer is constantly trying to figure out how we get people on and off stage with, during rehearsals, not getting their masks off. And we were glad that the city legal department said that we were okay without masks, because the next thing was microphones and masks, because we don't plan, we didn't want to have the microphone between the mask and the person's face, have it in between. So now that we know that we don't have to wear masks to be on stage, that makes a huge difference. All those little details that you have to think of related to keeping masked, keeping people apart, even backstage. Since those actresses all change clothes so often, their changing stations are like 6 feet apart from each other, because we can't have them be close.